Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divinity, Original Sin. So, we're still working on the investigation of Councillor Jake's murder. And repeatedly now we've been told that Jake's wife is quite suspicious. So, I believe this is where she lives. We'll just go and check it out. If only to find her innocent, but everyone seems to think, or at least a lot of people seem to think she did it. So, definitely we should at least check. No, don't use the door, just go in.
But you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear.
There she is, Esmeralda.
Greetings.
Hello, Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? Actually, first let's check her shopping list. Okay, she has a bunch of money, so let's switch over to Strange. He still has some stuff I want to sell, such as 2 pictures, an old piece of armor, and a bow. I guess the rest is not for sale, but still 738 gold isn't bad. See, sneaking bonus I don't really need. I mean, I will be getting a lot of items anyway as drops, so I'm not particularly worried about buying equipment right now. I'm just selling my stuff. Okay. So let's discuss your husband. Let's discuss your husband's murder. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crap chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger, and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. So, can you tell me more about this place? No, I think I'll take my leave.
Bye. She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Just wondering if there is a yeah, let's just head over here. I don't know if I have many lockpicks, and I certainly don't have a high lockpicking skill, right? Nasty deeds, lockpicking. I'll just give Strange a point in lockpicking now. Because I sort of wouldn't mind entering this house. I will even be so... Why would the rest of the party not join up? Seriously. Apparently only... I think it's because I changed characters or something. I don't know. Anyway. I will quick save once we're... back here. And I know it's kind of evil, but I will do it. Let's just drag this down here. Try the lockpick, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to reload. Okay, level too low. I could swear there was a way to get in there. Certainly going to... What's the quick load button? Was it F8? I guess we'll see in just a moment. Loading screens, as I said in this game, are really, really long. I know there is a way to enter the place, but... might have to wait. I'll just check. How are we doing level-wise? Level 3, okay. Might be about strong enough, maybe, to to maybe make it outside of the city. I mean, level 3 isn't very high, but some fights might be doable. I'd rather be able to enter here, but
Assure me it did.
I'll have to check if there's
Haven't
a
been fighting
key
those
anywhere in here.
awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Yeah. Don't think there's a key in here. Don't believe I can... Yep, I'll have to use different methods, or a different method, maybe at a later point, to be able to enter. I mean, I could probably bash the door in, couldn't I? Let's try that. Completely forgot about that option. Okay. Maybe another time. That door is a little more sturdy than I would like. And I'm still using a fairly basic weapon, so there is that. These, by the way, are the magic ballistae that that Aru created, which basically keep the city safe. Just making sure that we're actually moving. If you're too far away from your character's location, clicking on the ground will not make them move. They'll just stand there because the pathfinding sort of fails. I believe that's what it is. It's basically the to save performance, I guess. If pathfinding doesn't find a path within a given time, I think it just sort of stops trying. Okay.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sicil's.
So right now we were warm, which is because we went close to this campfire, which is obviously going to be warm. Get an autosave, because we leave town. And now that we did leave town, by the way, back there are some zombies. Because it's constantly raining, we will very soon be wet. And those things are actually relevant. Okay, here we have just a few enemies, nothing too strong, so we should probably be able to deal with them. I'll speed buff Strange and preserve the rest of my stuff. And then on Strange I'll just move forward a little bit. And also preserve. How about 2 movement forward, and then I should be in range for a ricochet against this zombie. Unfortunately, the hitboxes, because they're dynamic, they change as as the enemy sort of is in his idle animation, which can sometimes be a little annoying. Anyway, everyone here is wet, and wet things are more strongly affected by lightning. And that also had the additional bonus of stunning him. Now, the stun is always just a chance. There's no guarantee that you'll be able to stun with lightning. It's always percentage based. And there are always enemies which are resilient to it. Even if you have an ability that says 100% chance to stun, it's unlikely that it will actually be 100% in a sort of real environment, I guess. And I will put an oil surface right here. I think that means that enemies moving through it will have to first be able to slow it, and they have to pass a body control something check so as not to fall down. And now I have a bunch of action points because I'm hasted. And I can just keep whacking the zombie until it's dead, probably. Though keep in mind, hitting a zombie, because it's a poisonous creature, will actually release poison. And I believe on their death they will give a poison explosion, probably poisoning me, but still. Get 2 more attacks in if I like. Okay, 1 is enough. So I will now move right here and whack this guy. And preserve my final action point. The Armored Decapitator, because it's stunned, I have a 100% chance to hit. Against the other guy, I'd still have a good chance to hit at 95%. And because the other guy's not stunned, I think it's more important to kill him. Okay, he just unstunned himself. It's basically, it lasts a few turns. But still, he's wet, so it's easy enough to stun him, and he's just been stunned again. Let's just hit him with a standard wand attack. Not very powerful, I should add, but powerful enough, I guess. Okay. And after fights, I will always quick save, because the fights around here can be very difficult. As in, there are some fights around this place that I can't do yet. I'll take the blackjack. Immune to freezing. Some useful scroll-ish. Minor heal. Cloth cap. And now I'll do the conversation with charm. An invigorating fight that was, and what a killing blow you delivered. Cheers, because I handled myself like the best of the best, even if I do say so myself. No need for false modesty where none is needed. You're a born source hunter, and that's a fact. Let's just be a little arrogant about these things. Actually, this barrel might contain stuff. It does. Patty Cake, Volume 1. I guess we can read that. Teaching us a recipe. I know I've already looked at those before, but this, for example... yeah, doesn't actually give us particularly interesting recipes, but as I've said before, just sort of an interesting way to teach you about crafting. And here's a corpse, that's the one the zombies were sort of eating, I guess. Inside which we find a bone and some hair. And as you can see, it basically constantly tells us that we're wet because it's raining. And that actually does impact the combat quite a lot, so it's always good to keep in mind the weather conditions and the environment conditions and all that. Really, really important. Okay. I'm just quick saving because I believe there's a fight coming up. In here we have a guy called Wolfram.
I hope those dead dogs don't...
Greetings!
Mercy me, it walks, but it is not dead. I wasn't entirely certain I'd ever met anyone anymore fitting that description. The name's Wolfram, and it is a delight to make your acquaintance. Good to see, by the by, you don't belong to the Legion. 10 of their number accompanied me on a fact-finding mission to an ancient burial mound, but as it turns out, they stood a snowflake's chance in hell against the undead. Not that I reckon my chances any higher, though, especially with that vicious undead mutt prowling the grounds around this here ruin. I'd go so far as to say I'm in dire need of an armed escort back to the city, as a matter of fact. Okay, so about that armed escort. I'll never make it back to Sysil alone, but you've gotten this far. You can bring me back, can't you? I guess we can. Indeed, don't you worry, we keep you safe. Giving us 1 point to Compassionate. And this is one of the, or rather the leftovers of one of the expeditions that Aureus sent out. Yeah, he's just going to, I think he's following a set pattern, or maybe he's just following us at a certain distance, I don't remember. And obviously we will be facing some enemies on the way. Such as, back here now.
I've 1 foot in the grave here! Help me!
It's okay, obviously give a buff to Strange as always. He will be hasted and move in the general direction of the enemy. Strange will actually do the same thing. And see how much distance he can cover with that speed buff, it's quite insane. We only have that one enemy, so that's okay. Nothing too terrible. And I just have to get everyone else in range. doing 22 damage there, 24 damage afterwards. Obviously, because he didn't have to move much to get to me, he also gets
To me! To me! I'm under attack!
multiple attacks rather. Now I'm giving a damage bonus to Strange. And using the remainder of my action points to just move a little. I guess to get a better angle, maybe. But I doubt I'll need it.
To hell with you! Yes, that's how it's done.
Okay, got the kill. Let's keep following him, because after all we're his armed escort. And my sword appears to be in a fairly bad condition. We can get a merchant to repair it in city though.
Please! Crush these fiends before they crush me!
That would be the plan. Actually we still have cooldown on Wildfire, because it's been not very long since the last fight. So cooldown isn't instant out of fight. Out of combat it's time-based, in combat it's turn-based, but it's never instant, basically. So, yeah. If you don't have an escort mission to do, of course, you can, after a fight, you can always just wait, and your skills will recharge, and then you can...
I'm 1 foot in the grave here! Help me!
Oh, didn't mean to conserve his action points, but doesn't matter. So yeah, you can obviously wait after a fight for everything to recharge, and then you have...
with you! Yes, that's how it's done!
And then you'll have your abilities active and recharged for the next fight. But I don't know if he actually keeps running or if he waits a certain distance from you. I guess I could have tried, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you did it. We made it. Cheers for escorting me to safety. You're a godsend, you are. I'll be in the King Crab, clearing the dust from my throat. Drinks are on me if you'd like to partake.
Bye!
Okay, since I guess our sword is quite damaged at this point, we are going to go right here. And of course, our journal has now been updated. The lost archaeologist. The archaeologist made it safely to the tavern. Aureus should be pleased to hear it. I mean, obviously not, because all the Legion members that accompanied the guy died, but... still. Plus, we didn't actually gain any useful information, I believe. Oh well. And I know I'm currently using Strange to do the talking. For this bit, I think...
A good day to you.
If I want to fix the weapon that's equipped on him, I need... Let's try.
Greetings.
She should be able to repair items. Costs me 14 gold, but that's fine. And that will actually fix the sword to full durability. I was going to check if she had any new spells. Water of Life, Piercing Eyes. No. What's this? A repair hammer. I should really buy this. And you can... Nope, you can't have anything. I'm keeping everything else except for this book. Okay. And I'll take my leave.
A good day to you.
So I can use the repair hammer to essentially repair stuff. Actually, I'll go to the blackjack as my weapon now. As you can see, it deals crushing instead of slashing damage, and especially against skeletons, crushing damage is a lot more powerful.
Wing a worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn. Delicious dogfish.
I just want to check whether anyone actually has any blacksmithing abilities. I don't... Oh! Jahan actually does, okay. So Jahan might become my blacksmith.
Lonesome, spiritless.
And just because I said this is not an action-based game, we are now going to go back to Aureus and tell him about that one expedition that we discovered the fate of. But of course, for that moment, it's time to use Charm, because she's our talker. Hey, Aureus.
Back again?
So, discuss matters concerning the Legion, about these expeditions, so about the burial mounds. By the pest-ridden packers of all the demons down below, you mean to tell me none of my legionnaires survived that expedition? Gods be hanged, drawn and quartered. They died for nothing, but that ass of an archaeologist makes it back to safety. Oh, damn it all to hell and back. Okay, let's change the subject. I'll take my leave. We get a bunch of experience for that. We actually get a level up on Bear Daughter. She's now level 4. I think that makes her the strongest, highest level party member. Dexterity improves marksmanship and chance to hit with dexterity-based weapons. And I'm fairly certain that a bow is dexterity-based, so this improves offense and defense rating. Which is not my damage, it's how likely I am to hit or to avoid to dodge a hit. So, yeah. As for abilities, I don't really want anything on her right now, so I'll keep this point for when I know what I want. Jahan, you have a sort of minor heal. How about we use that? And Strange, do the walking. And it basically heals a total of 66 points at this stage, divided over 3 turns. So it's a heal over time, not a direct heal, I guess. Now, just out of curiosity, because I don't know how that works, I will check if the back door to Esmeralda's house has kept its damage. And if we now are dealing a little more damage to it. We did after all switch to a crushing weapon, which might be a little better for bashing indoors.
Am I right? In fact, I'd bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know. For the Legion.
Well...
Okay, I'm doing slightly more damage, but still not a noticeable amount. I know I did at some point manage to open that, but maybe I used slightly different methods. I think I spec'd lockpicking a lot higher the first time around. I don't remember though, actually. Okay. I will probably go out and explore the area a little more, but my dead spider is still around.
To leave the city is to venture into danger.
Yes, we know. Now this might be one of those things where I try a lot of fights and fail a lot of them. I know there's a bunch of guys here, but I think I actually want to get at them from this side, so... But yeah, the progression in the game, the way it's set up is so that, especially in the beginning, it feels like there's only very few fights you can do, and it's sort of, the game almost locks you into doing the stuff in a certain order. So I'll go right here and conserve my points, I'll wildfire him. And keep in mind, or rather notice, that he is hasted, but instead of being warmed from the wildfire, it just removed his wet effect, his wet... if status, environment effect, something. So what wet does is it gives bonus to fire resistance, but a penalty to air resistance, which means lightning attacks, for example, will do more damage. He just made a huge poison, I don't know, puddle? It's not really a cloud. If I now had fire-based attacks, or access to fire-based attacks, I guess. Can't quite hit this guy, right? Just about. But if I now had some sort of fireball ability, for example, I could set this entire thing on fire, which would give a huge explosion. Now, considering the fact that all the enemies are wet, it wouldn't do as much damage, but it would also get rid of the effect. So I would no longer be poisoned by walking over this. And the game is full of these, I guess, interactions between the environment and stuff like this. Water barrel and... Oh, Jahan got a level up, cool. And obviously the enemy's abilities play into it as well, because they might put down certain effects on the ground that do X, Y, Z something. Let's see if I can hit him. I can indeed. He has an ooze barrel, I believe that will also create poison. But yeah, as I said, lots and lots of these things going on in the game. And to actually be successful in difficult situations, you really need to be aware of it and take advantage of it at any given moment, I guess. Okay, now one of the useful things Jahan can actually do is make rain, which will basically cause rain to fall in a given area. Fairly large area. But, oh, used my attack of opportunity then. It seems like the other enemies are trying the long way, so they're trying to get us from behind. Which is not what she said, but almost. It's very similar to what she said. So I'll just conserve points on everyone. Oh, I forgot that there's one of them still alive over there. Ah well, let's give him a bit of a jolt. And as you can see, the stun doesn't have a guarantee of success, because that one actually failed. And now that one's changed his mind, he's now going the other way. That one stuck to his original plan though, so he's going to get whacked. And I'm not sure if you can tell, sort of not terribly noticeable, but I am actually doing more damage with the blunt weapon than I was with the slashing weapon. Okay, so let's see. The spider is going to be immune against the poison effect, so I'm just going to summon it there. Again, such resistances are an important thing to take into account. Can't hit that guy because he's behind a wall, of course. I might be able to go here without being poisoned. I don't know though. Nope. You just do nothing, I guess. You can kill it. I think that should be fine. Okay. So poison is a debuff which will basically slowly damage me. And the spider, as I said, is immune to it. I don't know, I don't think we've come across it yet, but actually I should probably just pick up the stuff that they dropped, right? Okay, it appears that there's a bit of a dialogue. You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? I meant that I would be responsible for you. I will keep you out of trouble. In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place. A child of the bears? What does that mean exactly? And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Thrice. Do you know it? The wise god-wolf Amira raised the child thrice, I guess, among her litter. He thrived, he thrived, grew into the great protector of her forest. Fair enough. So you see, I have good company. Thrice the wolf son, and I the bear daughter. Okay, I'll take my leave. Really what I just wanted was actually... Nope, the crates are empty, apparently. And look how I clicked over here, and the AI was smart enough to notice that there's poison in the way, so it actually takes a long way around. Let's check this crate, nothing. And the poison is now gone. I'm not quite certain if it always goes away, or if it's because it's been raining here, so eventually the water washes it away. I actually don't know which of those two is the case. A tooth. A scrap of... Is that just a normal piece of paper? No, it's orders. Investigate the lighthouse, a potential hotbed of undead activity. Eliminate any undead and report findings back to base. Okay, so that will tell us that at least a noticeable part of that expedition has died. In here we find some more stuff. Including an old blackjack. Oh. If you move too far away from a container that you've opened, it closes automatically. But if you sort of stay close enough, it'll stay open and they stack over each other, which I often like to do. Sort of open 5 of them at a time and then take all the stuff out of them 5 at a time. So I thought that would work this time, but I was actually moving too far away from it. Anyway, lots of action today, or at least that's about as much action as you get to expect from this game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I guess I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.